everybody and welcome back to a new video. So today's video is a very exciting one. We are going to be reading new releases. April was basically the month of new releases for the book girlies. We have some very anticipated books from some very hyped up authors. We've got new Emily Henry, new Abby Jimenez, new Elsie Silver. Literally from some of my favourite authors' favourite series, we have new books coming. So I thought I would do a little reading vlog showing you the new releases that I was really excited to start and obviously my thoughts and everything like that. So just gonna let you get into it. So I started Wild Love by Elsie Silver yesterday, I think it was. I'm on chapter 10 at the minute and I am really enjoying it. I have seen like mixed reviews about it, but as of right now I'm not loving it but not hating it. Like I am just enjoying it. I'm only 21% in, but I thought I would just update you on where I'm at currently. This is like the first of the new releases that I'm on to, so hopefully I'll finish this like today or tomorrow and then I can get on to another one. But so far so good. It's like a cutesy little small town romance set on a ranch. Well, not really set on a ranch, but like set on a lot of land that is a ranch, I think. She's a big city girl. He is also a big city boy, but has reverted back to a small town boy. He's a billionaire. She doesn't know what she's doing. He becomes her boss. I'm vibing with it so far. So I read a little bit at work and I'm now up to chapter 13. My hair is in a braid, by the way. I'm not bald, but yeah, up to chapter 13. I've seen like really mixed reviews. And maybe I'm like not far enough in yet, but from what I've seen so far, like I'm not hating it. Am I loving it as much as Chestnut Springs, like right off the bat? Probably not. But I am enjoying it more than Off to the Races from the Gold Rush Ranch series. So I don't know, but I'm only getting to where they're like starting to get a little bit of romance, like we're getting crumbs. But I am also going to go today and pick up some new releases because I got a whole lot of vouchers for like my birthday and Christmas, and I've been on a book buying ban, so I haven't used them. But there are a lot of new releases, a lot of new books that are coming out or have came out already that I want to go get my hands on, so we're going to go and do that today as well. Hello guys, so I think that I've been really bad at updating you on what I've been reading. I mean, I am still on Wild Love, but I don't think I've really kept you up to date much. So I'm on chapter 32. I am 69% through the book. I don't know how many chapters I have left. Let me have a look. I'm on chapter 32 and there are 44 chapters. So I have like 12 chapters left. Like I said, 69% of the way through. So I'm hoping to finish this today. I am loving it. Like, really enjoying it. Elsie Silver does it for me every single time. Like, literally obsessed. Love them so much. Ford Grant, what a man. What a man. I love him. I'm not getting quite 5-star feelings as of yet. I do really love it, but I don't think it's going to be a 5 stars, but it's going to be over a 4. I would say like between, as of right now, between a 4 and just below 5, if I'm being like picky and annoying. But absolutely loving it, so hopefully I'm going to finish that. But I thought I would show you the other books that I picked up the other day. So I had a little trip into Waterstones and I got 3 new books. I got Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I have still never read a single Ali Hazelwood book, but this is her newest book and it is like fantasy, romantasy, paranormal kind of romance. It's between a vampire and a werewolf. So don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Like I said, I've not even read a single book by her, so I don't know if I even like a writing. I literally have 4 on my TBR that I need to get to, but maybe this one will be an interesting one to start with. I've heard mixed reviews about this one. Not that it's bad, but just that there's I feel like it's either a love or hate thing, don't know. Then I got The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. Again, I have not read a single book of hers. I have When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect on my TBR, but I've never read them yet. But I've heard that she is really good at getting people out of book slumps because they're like cute, easy rom-coms. I am currently, or I was until Wild Love, in a book slump. So I thought that would pick this one up. And then the last one that I am so excited for, I think this is going to be my next read, is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I love Abby Jimenez books, or at least I have only read 2, but the ones that I've read, which were Part of Your World and Yours Truly, obsessed, loved, adored. And again, I've heard such good things about this. Like, people have rated this 5 stars, said that it's their favourite Abby Jimenez book. Like, I am so excited to get to this one. I think I'm actually going to read this next. Hopefully I'll finish Wild Love today and I can either start this today or tomorrow, because Taming 7, guys, I'm literally not ready, but Taming 7 comes out in 2 days. 2 days. Today's Sunday, Taming 7 comes out on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I am at work and I actually have, me that has no social life, I actually have plans on the Tuesday night. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it the day that it comes out, but best believe I'll be reading it that week. I'll be starting it ASAP. I literally cannot wait for that book. Like, I've been dying for it, I've been waiting for it. That book is basically the whole reason why I've started this reading vlog, because I just absolutely cannot wait to start that. But anyways, yeah, I would really love to hopefully read this one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it in like 2 days because I am at work, but we will see. We'll see how far I get with it. But I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. I'm going to go and finish this because honestly, how long does it say I have left of the book? An hour and a half. So I can easily finish this and hopefully get a start on this one today. Let's go. So I don't think I have checked in, but I finished Wild Love yesterday. I absolutely loved it, guys. Like, I rated it a 4.25, but I think that was probably me being a little bit harsh. I loved it. Like, I ate up. The only thing for me that I took points off for was the pointless boyfriend. I kind of hate when in books they put somebody in a relationship and it kind of teeters on the lines of cheating, at least emotionally. Sometimes it's physically, but like, they put a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whoever there purely for the reason for them to break up down the line. Just don't put it in. So that is literally probably the only thing that I didn't like about the book. So that took 0.75 stars off it. But yeah, probably like 4.25, 4.5. Loved it. So I finished that last night, and then I did start Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is our next read. Didn't get very far in. I got 3 chapters in, I think. I didn't even use a bookmark, so I need to find a bookmark. Yeah, got up to chapter 3 and I'm really liking it so far. I know that I can't judge it because I'm literally 20 pages in, but I'm enjoying it. I like the premise of the book. And again, I've seen such good things about this. Like, the reviews for this one are raving about it. Like, I've seen so many 5 stars for this book already. So I'm going to read a little bit of this. I'm hoping I will finish it today, but I don't know how feasible that is when I have that much left, because it is 400 pages, maybe just over. But Taming 7 comes out tomorrow, guys. And I really want to read that like straight away. But I don't know if it's even feasible. I'm not going to be able to read it tomorrow because I'm at work all day. My copy will probably get delivered whilst I'm at work. And then on the night, I'm actually, the one night of the year that I choose to be sociable, I am basically going to my cousin's. Me and my boyfriend, her and her boyfriend are having like a little group night, because that is who I'm going to Thailand with, if you didn't know, and we're booking everything for that. But why does it have to be on the day that that gets released? But I don't know if I can say, sorry guys, I'm not coming, I'm reading instead. So I probably won't get to read that till Wednesday. Comes out tomorrow or Tuesday. Probably won't get to read it until Wednesday, but I can at least take it to work with me and read it there. So I suppose that gives me all of today, tonight, tomorrow at work to read and finish this before I start Term 7. I should kind of like give this its moment, because I don't want to rush through it, but I need to devour Term 7 immediately. As soon as that hits, well, I can't say as soon as it hits from my letterbox because I've just explained why, but as soon as I have the availability to read that book, best believe I'm going to be sat there. I'm sat. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to read this. We have Justin and Emma. I'm going to go read for a little bit and I will check back in when I'm a little bit of the way through. So I've just came home to this and it is Term 7, guys. I literally cannot wait. I did start listening to it on audiobook purely because I'd seen a lot of people already start it and I literally physically could not wait. So I started listening to it on audiobook and I am 4 chapters in, I want to say, something like that. I literally cannot wait to get to the physical copy of this. I am still reading Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, but let's open this. I literally came in straight from work. Like, I've been tracking this on the map. Like I said, I have seen a lot of people with their copies already. Look at her. Oh my god. In a life of storms, the sun only shines with her. She's a quintessential sunshine girl. He's a lovable class clown. Guys, this is gonna break me. Like I said, I am 4 chapters in, I would say, like 3 or 4 chapters in, and already it is so different to any book I've read before in terms of like the dynamic. If you've read the series already, then you'll know that Gibbsy and Claire's friendship, their dynamic, is so good anyway, but sort of like starting there as a starting point for a relationship is wild to me because it is not like any other books I've really read before. Love it though, and it's gonna break my heart. I love Gibbsy so much. So I'll give you a little update on Just for the Summer as well. I am unfortunately not as far in as I wanted to be. I think I am, wait, let me find out what chapter I'm up to. I am up to chapter 11. So I am just over 100 pages in. It's about 400 pages, so I'm like a quarter of the way in. So that means that I am going to have to finish this first. So I might read this as my physical book, listen to Term 7, but I want to read Term 7. So I don't know what we're going to do, but that is a little update. So yeah, I can't believe that I've got this. I'm going to show you it with the complete collection, even though it will not be going there as of yet because I'm going to read it ASAP. Look at them, guys. Look at them. So I thought I'll give you a quick little update on Term 7. This is my current read. I've kind of abandoned Just for the Summer, just for now. I am, where am I up to? 195 pages in, so just under 200 pages. There's about 550, I think. So I'm like nearing towards halfway. I've been tabbing as I've been going on because that is something I'm really bad at. I will like dog ear all of the pages and then go back and tab, but I feel like it's so much better like tabbing when you're currently reading. But yeah, I am a little bit of the way in, so nearly 200 pages in. I am enjoying it so far, but it's just not what I expected. I think this is one of the issues of having like such a highly anticipated read, especially in a series where like we see a lot of characters in other books and we already think we know quite a lot about them. Then when it gets to their book, it can be a little bit I don't know how to explain it, like not underwhelming because I'm still loving it, but it's just different to what you expected. Like their dynamic in this book is something completely different to what I've ever read before. Like it is just, I don't know, because they're basically together but not together. Like they tell each other that they love each other, they are like so close, which we see in the other books, that I'm like, why is literally just not boyfriend and girlfriend, like just kiss already. But I am loving them. I love them two together, I love their dynamic, I love seeing the rest of the other characters, like the little cameos that we're getting from Johnny and Shannon and Joy and Eva. Like I absolutely love that. I love being back in this world, but I'm not entirely sure on how I'm feeling about it yet. I feel like there is more to come because people have said that it has broke them, it's made them so sad, when like I haven't got to those bits yet. I will say in the other books, so like in Johnny and Shannon's books and Joy and Eva's books, I had already cried about 50 times at this point. Like 200 pages in, I had probably cried a lot already, which I haven't with this one. Like it's making me sad, it's hurting my heart, but I haven't full on sobbed yet. So I don't know. And I will also say that I don't feel as invested in them as a couple as I did with Johnny and Shannon and Joy and Eva specifically, but still love them. I don't want to like sound negative because I'm still loving them, still loving this book, but just not as much as I'd hoped, which is really sad. It's still a very good read for me and it might go up, but just letting you know where I'm at. Shit is starting to hit the fan. I have a very bad feeling about what is to come. Guys, page 422. Not okay. Like, I've been sat here, like, literally crying for the past 5 minutes, and I knew it was going to happen, but I was not prepared. Like, I was not ready. I had a suspicion that this is how things were going to go down, but I was not in any way emotionally prepared. And I feel like it's going to get worse before it's going to get better. Like, I am scared. So I have finished term in 7. I honestly wanted to vlog more, but I was just crying for like the last 20% of the book, and I feel like nobody needed to see that. But I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to think. I just love them. I just love them so much, and it makes me so sad. As you can see, she is very heavily tabbed. This series is just everything to me. These characters are everything to me, and I was not emotionally prepared for what was going to happen, even though I didn't know. Like I knew, I felt it in my soul that that is what was going to happen. I still was not prepared, and Gibbsy just deserves the world. I will say I was a little bit annoyed with Claire in terms of like what happened. I don't want to say too much, but like if you know, then you know. And with like how everything kind of went down the way that it did, I was very annoyed at that, like so pissed off. But I do kind of get it, but that is like the only thing that ruined the book for me. And I know I was saying earlier that like it felt strange because it was like the dynamic, like I understand why and the reasoning why, but I feel like they were basically together. Like they should have just got together sooner. And like it's I still maintain that it was weird reading about that kind of dynamic because I've never read that before, but like regardless, I love them. They can do no wrong, and I will forever love this series, this book, everything. I don't know where I'm standing on my rating. This is like a 5-star series for me, but I will say I did not love this book as much as I love the other two. Like I didn't feel as like, I wouldn't say I didn't feel as strongly because I still absolutely love these two and I love the book, but I will say that I felt like if I even think about Joy and Eva, I will cry. So like I don't know, it's obviously still broke my heart and I absolutely loved it and I cried so much at it, and I would die for Claire and Gibbsy, but the other two just take the cake for me. So technically they were a 5-star, so I don't know where this would sit, but it's still a 5-star series, if that makes sense. So I'm leaning more towards like a 4.5, 4.75, but then I feel like that is doing it a disservice because I still absolutely love this book. So I don't know, I feel like I will end up just rating it like a 5 stars, but this is my least favourite of the series so far, and the fact that they only get one book, which is a whole other thing. I'm so pissed off that they get another book because it kind of felt like, not that things were rushed, but that like things would have took a different turn if they had had 2 books and not only had 1 book. And also I do not know how they are gonna redeem Lizzie. Like, I just don't know. I think even knowing what we know and what happened, the fact that at the end of the book she is still behaving like a little bitch, I don't know how she's going to come back. I feel like she deserves like a Nesta from Akatar sort of redemption arc, but I do not like the girl. Like, and the fact that this book had to come out first because people didn't like Lizzie, don't know how you're then going to bring out a Lizzie book after what happened in this book, because I do not like her. And I feel like I'm normally one for like a misunderstood, like, oh, she's hurting, like hurt people kind of vibe, but she is like so close to being irredeemable for me that like I'm taking a step back from Lizzie Young. Like, she's not my kind of gal, especially after what we know in this book and how she still behaved. So I don't know, I feel like she's gonna have to have some big huge redemption arc, but I don't quite know what. I feel like it must be building up to something else, but I don't know what. And I feel like she only behaved the way that she did in that book to make what happened to Gibbsy seem even worse, if that makes sense. So it doesn't give me much hope for her book, but I don't know. We'll figure that one out when we get to that book, because I will still read it. But that is where we stand at the minute with this book. Literally loved it. They have my heart and soul forever. I think next book I'm going to read is go back to Just for the Summer, because Funny Story by Emily Henry actually comes out in a few days. I have not ordered that as of yet, so I'm going to pre-order that, but I want to finish Just for the Summer before I get onto that one. So we'll start that. Started back up, I should say, because I was like, I don't know, 10 chapters in or something. So we'll go back to that one. So I actually haven't been very good at updating you, but I'm up to chapter 43. I literally have probably just over 50 pages left, I think. Got that much left. Guys, I am loving this book. Honestly, I have loved every single Abby Jimenez book that I've ever read, but I think this one might be my favourite. I have only read Part of Your World and Yours Truly. Yours Truly was my favourite out of those 2, and I'm like deciding whether this one is gonna take the cake between this and Yours Truly, but I'm loving it. Emma and Justin like have my heart, and like the backstory and the kind of like depth that comes with an Abby Jimenez book, like I live for it. I love it. Gives me kind of similar vibes to Emily Henry in the sense of like you are getting the romance between the characters, but you also have like this underlying deep plot and honestly like trauma, but it's almost in a way that's like still light-hearted. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm loving it. I have just cried at it, so that's where we're at. So I'm actually about to go and get in the shower. I've got a hair mask in. We're gonna go wash my hair. I need to change my bedding, and then we're just gonna chill, finish the book, because I don't have that much left. So that is the plan for the night. Let's go. So I actually don't know if I updated you with this book, but I finished it yesterday and I literally loved it. I was so obsessed. Like, I love the couple, I love the depth, I love everything about this. Like, Abby Jimenez has never missed for me, and this was like a 5-star read. I absolutely loved it. I love them. Everything about this to me was perfect. So I'm so happy that we finished this one and that we got to that one and that it was not a disappointment. Next one up is Funny Story by Emily Henry. So I actually started this morning. I'm literally 6 pages in. I've only just finished the first chapter, I think. Yeah, going on to chapter 2. I have heard such good things about this as well. Obviously everybody loves an Emily Henry book. Like, she just gives the perfect spring summer vibes, like queen of summer romances. I think I've got a little bit of fake dating in here, like not childhood friends to lovers. I think what I'm gathering from this one obviously is the main character, the female main character, she was engaged to somebody, he leaves her for his childhood best friend, and then she moves in with the girl that she got left for ex-boyfriend, right? So we've got a little bit, I don't know, she moves in because they're both, obviously they've been left, they've been broken up with, and they need somewhere to live, so they move in together. I'm excited to get further into it. Like I said, I'm literally only on chapter 2, but I love everything that Emily Henry puts out, and I've heard such good things about this one. People love this book, so I'm really excited to get further into it. So let's read some. Okay, so I kind of realised that I have not updated you on Funny Story, literally like at all. I am 160 pages in and I'm really enjoying it so far. It feels pretty different from like other Emily Henry books. Not in a bad way, like I'm still enjoying it, but I can't quite pinpoint why I think this one feels different. It just does. I don't know if it's because like the male main character isn't like the typical book boyfriend. I am really enjoying. I really like Miles, I really like Daphne, and I really like them together. Like, well, they aren't together yet, but we've had a little bit of the fake dating, we've got the tension, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. There's just something about an Emily Henry book that screams summer, spring, like a beach seaside town, even though I don't think, well, they are technically in a beach seaside town, but I mean, like, it just gives me such summer vibes and all of it. But I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to maybe potentially finish it today. I'm about halfway. I think there's like 380-ish pages, so I'm going to read for a little bit, hopefully make a biggish dent in it, and I will update you when I've got a little bit more to say. Okay, so I have made a big chunk in it. I'm up to chapter 28, so I have about 100 or so pages left, and I just want them to get together already. Like, I am sick. No, I'm not. I'm not sick because I'm eating it all, but like, I just want them to get together so bad. Like, I understand why they're not together, but also I'm like, just get together. Like, just kiss, please. There's just something about the way Emily Henry writes. Like, it is so, it's not for me like the same as Jessa Hastings, but it's comparable to Jessa Hastings in terms of like just the way that she writes feels like literally being enveloped in this cutesy small little beach town, and I love it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, her writing is just perfect. I love it so much. But yeah, I'm up to chapter 28. I'm thinking things are going to, I've just kind of spoiled something for myself. Okay, it's fine, but thinking things are gonna move on, progress a little bit now. So let's finish the book. On to like the last 40 pages. So let's finish the book. So I've just gone to edit this video, and for some reason my whole like outro review on Funny Story has gone. It's disappeared. So I'm here to give you the review, the updates, the roundup on Funny Story. I honestly loved it. I will say, because I've had a few days now since I first finished it. When I finished it I was like, love it, 5 stars, like favourite book, blah 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 blah. Now that I've had a little bit of time to sit on it, I still love it and I would still give it a 5 stars. But now that I've had a little bit of time to sit on it, it's not my favourite Emily Henry book, which I didn't think it was anyway, but I just didn't know where my ranking was. But it hasn't beat Happy Place for me, and it hasn't beat Beach Read, but like, it's still a 5-star read, so make of that what you will, don't know. But I just loved it. I love Emily Henry's writing so much. She, I think I've said before, but she just like summarises summer for me. Like, I love her writing style. I think it's so easy to read. I feel like you get so invested in the characters. Like, I relate to so many of her characters. Like, I don't know what it is, I don't know how she does it, but like, even though they all have different personalities, I see myself in so many of the main characters that sometimes I'm like, who gave her the right to call me out like that? But it's fine. I just loved it, and I think I always end up rooting for the characters because I see myself in them, if that makes sense. And like, you don't have to relate to a character to root for them, but I just mean like, I don't know, I just love her writing, I love the couples, I love the setting, I loved everything about this, and that's my little mini review. I loved Miles and Daphne, and yeah, like I said, I love how, to me, the couples always feel really authentic, which I know sounds stupid, but like, yes, it started out as like more of a physical attraction, but like, you felt the depth behind it as well. And like, I feel like that in every single one of her books. Like, I always buy the couple so much. Like, there's not a bit of me that's like, they're only like physically attracted to each other. Like, they're soulmates. They're literally soulmates. And I actually really enjoyed how Miles was not like your typical perfect book boyfriend. Like, he is different to like the billionaires that we see. And like, I don't know how to explain it, but he was just different from the male main characters that we normally get, and I loved that. I loved him. I would die for them. So, a very good read. Honestly, this whole video has been successful. Like, every book that I've read, I have loved, which I kind of thought I was going to anyway, because they are new releases of my favourite authors. Like, we had Wild Love, we had Tame and Seven, we had Just for the Summer, and then obviously Funny Story. I love all of those authors. I love all of their previous books, so obviously I knew that the likelihood of me liking them was going to be high. But I think favourite of the video is probably Just for the Summer, which is actually pretty surprising. Not surprising because I knew that I was going to love it, but I did think that Tame and Seven and maybe Funny Story was going to top it, and I just don't think it has. Like I said, I did love every single book in this video. Like, none of these books were below, what, like a 4.75? Nearly every single book in this video is 5 stars. Am I a little bit 5-star happy? Maybe, but I absolutely loved every single one. So I am sure by now that all of my reviews will be up on Goodreads and probably my book Insta as well. So if you want to see like full-on reviews, the little pickies I've put together, then go and give that a look. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye guys.